Hello everyone, Neve here, and we are back with another installment of studying the Ryuu Kado or the Dragon Gods Oracle cards. So today we're going to do 3 cards here, so I'm going to try to make this fast because I try to just do 2 per video, but sometimes I gotta do 3. And today is one of those days. I gotta do 3. So I'm gonna try to be faster with these. And also, I'm not feeling super well. So basically, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna have a bowl of chicken noodle soup and I'm gonna sit on the couch. So let's go ahead and do this. So we have cards number 21, 22, and 23 today. So let's start with 21. Okay, so we have, we have Karu. Ooh, I'm not in frame. I'm sorry about the light too, by the way. I have a window right to the side that is really, let me see if I can adjust the camera here. The light from the window has really come through. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. All right, so we have Ryuu, and so this basically means flower dragon, because that right here, let me see if I can get close and focus. Come on, focus. That kanji right there means flower. Oh gosh, it really does not want to focus. There we go. Ooh, hello. So that means flower, so flower dragon. So here is the book entry that I created here for this dragon. I will go ahead and put on screen the translations for the information on the dragon, on this dragon god, and the message from the dragon god, and also the translation for the body, food, item, and place. So that's on the screen right now. This one. All right. So down here at the information on it, the keywords down at the bottom. So it says Atarashi Miroku no Kaika. Atarashi Miroku no Kaika. And that means the bloom of new charm. So this card is really all about charm, and attraction and beauty and charm and charisma. And in fact, charisma was the keyword that I chose for this card. And here is the page with the spread that I created. And I created the spread to look like a flower, like a blooming flower. And so let me pull out the cards that I've associated from the Mars Power Tarot. So I chose the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. So the Knight of Cups I chose more for the kind of romantic style charisma, which it does feel very much King of Cups, Knight of Cups, very charismatic. And then the King of Cups I chose because it's kind of a matureness. There's a maturity to the King of Cups and an emotional maturity, and so I felt like that they were both sort of tapping into the energies of Ryuu here, which the flower dragon, and both of them have a level of charisma to them. This one is a bit more romantic. Definitely does not want to focus. And this one is a bit more mature, a mature kind of charisma to it. Emotional maturity. So those were the cards that I chose for that. And let me read the so the Mars Power, of course, has their meanings. They don't have actual meanings in their in the booklet. It's more kind of not really a poem, but kind of just a phrase. So for the Knight of Cups, the phrase is for the inspired romantic, their melody is their mood. What is the sound of the song of their heart? Does it thrum with compassion and understanding, or will there be a bitter dissonance? And then the phrase that it has for the King of Cups is charisma. There's the word. Charisma and composure warrant their own merit, but benevolence wins the people's hearts. How better might this world be if war was eschewed for diplomacy, if cruelty was renounced in the name of compassion? So both of those energies I felt was what I was looking for with Ryuu. So the spread that I decided to do, and I kind of I came up So I came up with how the spread is laid out when I created these pages, but the interpretations I actually did right before this video, because a lot of times in these videos I go through and try to figure out this spread on camera, but because I'm doing 3 cards, I kind of want to speed things up. So position number 1, I chose potential. Okay. Hopefully I can adjust the lighting a little bit, but yeah, the lights right now are very strong. It's actually like 12:30 right now, noon 30, so it's very bright out. So potential was the first one that I chose, with the question being, what is your potential? So that made sense for a spread all about charisma. And these positions for this particular spread were all pretty positive. I didn't want to have like any sort of challenge in this spread. It was just positive. So what is the potential? What is your potential? And then how do you want to express yourself? Yeah, how do you want to express yourself? Expression was the next one. And then the next position, and we're doing a clockwise circle here. The next position is attract. So what kind of energy do you want to attract? Remember, this spread is all about charisma. So what's our potential? How do we want to express ourselves? What kind of energies do we want to attract? And then finally, I chose self-love. And which I felt tied in that King of Cups sort of energy, brought this need for external validation to an internal validation. So self-love, what can you do to love and validate yourself? So that is the spread, and I will quickly lay out maybe a sample. Let me see. Let me go ahead and shuffle these real quick, and I'll lay out just some random cards. Okay, just shuffle these real quick. So let's see. Potential. 10 of Pentacles. What a great card for potential. I'm going to try to... All right, I'm going to place that in the top when I'm done here. So 10 of Pentacles for potential. That makes sense. How do you want to express yourself? Let's see. Ace of Swords. Okay, that is a card of like true words. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and then attract. What kind of energy do you want to attract? This is, of course, just a sample reading here. 2 of Swords. Okay. Kind of a decisive energy. The decisiveness. And then finally, so, the potential is something that the 10 of Pentacles is, for me, I read as sort of a... I see it as the family tree card, but also as a sort of long-lasting success that you can pass down. It's sort of generational, not necessarily in a family, but a sort of something that you can pass down in some form or another. And then, of course, did I pull the 3 of Pentacles? I pulled 3 of Swords. I did pull the 3 of Swords. So express. Oh, I thought that was the Ace. So the 3 of Swords for expression. How do you want to express yourself? Wow. Okay, that's interesting. So, because I was initially seeing this as the Ace of Swords, but the 3 of Swords, I would say as a bit more like a harsher truth. So saying the hard truths. Something that may not always feel like warm and fuzzies to other people, but it's a harsh sort of truth. And then the attraction so what you want to attract is a very decisive sort of energy. And then finally, what can you do to love and validate yourself? Justice. Oh, wow. Okay, so, I mean, to me, this actually made a lot of sense. This reading made a lot of sense. It went from a very flowery sort of feeling to a sort of taking a tough love or harshness, a lot having to do with truth, but it is something you can pass down, something it's advice you can give to others. So, yeah, that was an interesting read. All right, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and put, splice in the reel, the Instagram reel I did, where I was reading in Japanese the message from the Dragon God here. So I'm going to put that in now. Hi everyone, Niev here. Let's read card number 21, and this is Ryuu. Atarashi miroku no kai ga. Imeji changeをしてみましょう。メイク髪型など、なりたい自分に近づくことで、自信が溢れてきます。同時に内面の自分磨きも行うことで、あなたの魅力が溢れ出し、新しい人間関係や素敵な出会いに巡られるようになります。何かにチャレンジするのもいい時期。凛々しい顔つきに変わっていきます。Okay, so we went from a very flowery card to now a very rocky card, and like kind of literally. So we have a Ganru here, and it's kind of a rock, boulder, that sort of vibe. It's maybe boulder you might think of, or just kind of a mountainy rock is sort of what that kanji is referring to. So yeah, and let me grab the book here. I just had it off to the side and then lost the page. Okay, so here we go. Here are the pages for Ganru, and I will go ahead and put up on screen the interpretations for the message, or for the information about the dragon god, and then the message from the dragon god. And then, of course, the translations for the body, food, item, and place. So there we go. Those are the interpretations. So the key phrase at the bottom, right here. Let me see, hopefully that's. I can't see the thing on my my tripod that holds my camera. There's like a line right through the, like a thick line right through the middle that I can't see anything in here, but it's right in the middle of the screen. So hopefully that is focused. So the message down here says, keizoku suru keizoku suru tokimeru. Yeah, and that means decide to continue. Now, the key word that I chose for this card kind of went back and forth. Initially I had continue, but as I was studying this card, I felt like it had more to do with kind of persevering. However, I had already used the word perseverance on another card, and let me find that here. It was card number 7 that I used the word, the keyword persevere. Here it is. So yeah, here's card number 7. Very rainbowy. I think it was Rainbow Dragon even. Yeah, Koryu. Yeah, Rainbow Dragon. Yeah, so I had already used the word perseverance for that. So, but, you know, and I realized as I was creating the spread for this, which I will go over really in a moment, I really liked the keyword fear, and I think that made a lot of sense for this card. So, as you can see, I chose for this card the 9 of Wands. Oh, the 9 of Swords. I think I had it like this before. The 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. So the two harder 9s, basically, because the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles are both, in general, very positive, and in general, the 9 of Swords and the 9 of Wands have a more challenging sort of meaning to them. Yes, because the 9 of Swords I often interpret as anxiety, and then the 9 of Wands I interpret it as that's kind of the perseverance sort of that I think of, like the wounded warrior. That's what I think of with the 9 of Wands, the sticking to it sort of vibe. So the spread here. Okay, so the phrase from the Mars Power Tarot. So for the 9 of Swords, we have anxiety is a foul miasma that torments slumber. Last night, like many nights, like many before, I awoke choking on phantom fears. This worry, it is like daggers inside me. Ooh. And then for the Nine of Wands, we have, these are not without struggle. Every piece is a battle in itself. This wall is a monument to perseverance. The desk is a foundation of courage. Still, there are spaces to fill and work to be done. Soon there will be rest. So yeah, those were great. Great. And obviously you can see fear is the word that I chose for this. But this card is really about conquering that fear, confronting and conquering, which is why I chose the spread. Let me pull these to the side here and pull out the cards that I chose for this. So I chose... I put this card right here, and because this is the Ganru, it doesn't represent fear itself. It represents kind of overcoming that fear. So the first card is fear. So what are you afraid of? And then we have Ganru here, who's coming in to help confront this. Confront what we're afraid of. And then finally, with the help of Ganru, we are able to conquer that fear. So that is the spread that I chose. Let me grab the deck here and just pull out some random cards real quick. We have Five of Wands is what we fear. A sort of we fear competition, and that's going on the lighter part of the Nine of Wands. I tend to see the Nine of Wands a bit more less harsh than, say, the Five of Swords, which I think of as probably one of the most difficult or challenging cards in the deck, in my opinion. The Five of Wands, however, is a bit more on the competition side of things, and it can be friendly or it can be more contentious. So there's a sort of fear of competition with whatever the situation is. Then Ganru steps in, and how can we confront this fear? We can confront this fear with the Six of Pentacles. So I think looking for help, that's kind of how I would read this here. There's nothing to be afraid of here when in asking for help. And in how to conquer this, and confronting maybe a sort of fear of reaching out and asking for help, and in a sense also giving back, a sort of give and take sort of vibe here, and that's something we can look at with the Five of Wands. This doesn't necessarily have to be our competition. It's something we can sort of bounce off with each other and work with, and then finally, how do we conquer that? The Five of Pentacles. Wow. Realizing, conquering this, because the Five of Pentacles has also been like being left out in the cold, and we don't have to succumb to that. We can, asking for that help too can help us overcome this. Yeah, interesting card to get at the end with this. But yeah, I think and if we put like random different card here, let's see, Ace of Cups. Okay, how do we conquer this? Expressing ourselves. All right, I'm just kind of giving for instance, High Priestess for how to conquer this. Rising above it, maybe. All right, so that's very interesting. So at this point, I am going to go ahead and put in the reel of me reading the message from this dragon god. Hi everyone, Neve here. Let's read card number 22, and this is Ganru. Keizoku suru tokimeru. Kore kara yari tsuzukete koto ga aru keredo mada hajimete nakattari. Yaritai keredo tsuzukanai kara to akira me tare shite masen ka? Ima wa keikaku o tateru jiki desu. Mika hozu no heiki ga aru hito mo. Ima nara tsuzukeru koto ga dekimasu. Moshi chikao hoko o muite mo. Mata modotte kureba daijoubu. Keizoku shitai koto o ima sugu hajimemashou. Okay, so we are on the final card, card number 23. And this is Ryuu, which means thunder dragon. Yeah, it's very similar to the kanji for like electricity, which would more be lightning, but I think this is actually slightly, because I believe the sign for electricity kind of goes a little bit different. So this is Thunder Dragon. All right, so here is the page for this. I kind of like the way I decorated this. Turned out pretty good. I actually just did this yesterday. I have not even filmed yet my reel for this, but by the time this video goes up, I will have filmed that and it'll be up on my Instagram. So, yeah, I will put up on screen the translations for the information about this dragon god and the message from the dragon god. And I will also put up on screen the translations for the body, food, item, and place. All right, so the message down here at the bottom, here we go, showing that here. It says, Rai no jibun o omoi egaku, I think. Yes. And that means visualize your future self. So I went with the keyword of visualization, or visualize, for this card, visualize spread. Yeah, and I kind of, I'm going to do the spread in a moment. I wanted to go straight into the spread, but I forgot to talk about the cards. So I chose the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles for this. So this was a visualizing the future, and I chose the Page of Swords because it's a total student card to me. Of all the pages, the Page of Swords feels the most student, because each of the pages are students, are novices, or they're kind of learning to become something, and the most studious of them is the Page of Swords. So it's kind of working toward a future, or there's a lot of momentum behind the Page of Swords here. So that's why I thought it was very fitting for a card that represents visualizing your future. There's a certain ambition, though ambition I think is a bit more maybe Page of Wands. Page of Swords is more intellectual, and I feel like the Page of Swords is really taking a moment to actually visualize that future. And then the Page and King. The King of Pentacles is like that future realized, because we had a king in one of the previous cards here, and I was reading it as a sort of matureness of this. And the King of Pentacles is a maturing success. So it's almost like that future realized. So let me grab this and go over the words here, the phrases. So for that's the king. So this is the page. So silver wind whirls, dancing with dynamism. Dynamism. I have a really hard time saying that word. Dynamism. There we go. Silver wind whirls, dancing with dynamism. Insatiable curiosity races toward a bold pursuit of knowledge. Ooh, I forgot that I messed up. I did not have a W in this. And novel ideas. It is what it is. All right, so knowledge and novel ideas, dynamism, insatiable curiosity. So that's what the Page of Swords sort of means there. Now I am going to have to try to. I don't know if my sounds different, but I'm reaching around the phone, the camera here to try to read what this says, because I put it over the washi tape. All right. There once was a tree in the center of a town. So big was it that every townsfolk was provided with an abundance of fruit and wood. The roots spread so far that no one held fear of a quake. The tree was the most trusted and reliable pillar in the community. So yeah, and trust was a big thing that was standing out to me with the King of Pentacles in this deck. And as you can see, I put 3 keywords here. I don't even have a sentence or question here. I just picked the 3 keywords. So for the spread itself, I was kind of thinking it's coming down like a lightning bolt. We're starting off with Ryuu Ryuu here, and I'm kind of seeing it like a lightning bolt. So we start off with intention. So the lightning bolt coming down, we've got intention. Then we've got to trust that and trust our abilities, and then finally manifest what it is that we want to manifest. So the dragon god is bringing down this energy. All right, so intention. Let's see. We've got Queen of Cups. Okay, it's an intention of compassion. All right. And then trust. How can we trust this? Page of Pentacles, another page here. Trusting that this road of compassion is in fact practical, and you know, it sometimes, you know, because we think of the, you know, compassion as being sometimes maybe impractical, but in this situation, trusting that this road of compassion is what's practical, and we'll start down a new path with the page here, and how to manifest that. All right, let's see. We got Six of Wands. Okay, be confident. And the Six of Wands is kind of a victorious card, or having a lot of, what is the word I'm thinking of? Confidence. Yes, confidence. That's the word I was thinking of. So having a confidence of this. So going into this confidently. So there we go. There's a sample reading there. I mean, we could do a different, real quick, Knight of Pentacles as the, what was the intention? The Knight of Pentacles going in slowly and methodically. And the trust in our resources, trust what we've got, trust what we're holding dear, and then finally at the end, manifest. How do we manifest this? Seven of Wands. So a lot of this was, you know, a sort of taking things slowly and assessing things. So there we go. All right, so those were the 3 cards for this this month that I did studies for. So I will go ahead and put on screen the reel of me reading the message from Ryuu, which I haven't filmed yet, but by the time this goes up, I will have filmed. So I'm going to add that in now. Hi everyone, Neve here. Let's read card number 23, and this is Ryuu. 未来の自分を思い描く。日々のことに精一杯で余裕がなかったり、過去にとらわれて前に進めなかったりしていませんか？そんな時は未来の自分を思い描き、そのために必要な行動をとりましょう。思い描けないなら映画を見たり、小説を読んだり、人と話したりして、材料を集めよう。楽しい気分で未来を思い描くのがポイント。All right. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye!